Hi, I'm Jack Davis, and welcome to another episode of The Zone. With me, as always, my co-host, Bobby Maylack.
With us this week is my buddy, Jimmy Tatro, writer, actor, producer, whatever else you do. Thanks for coming on, Jimmy.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
So, Jimmy, you kind of mock some sports shows sometimes in your videos, as we see here on Around the Table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you. So, what is your take on how sports are covered today?
Well, getting pretty close to TMZ. That's how I feel. I mean, I just don't care about athletes' personal lives. I think cover the sports, leave their personal lives out of this. That's how I feel.
So, like in a few of your videos, you've talked about and actually on Twitter too, like shoving a camera in an athlete's face. Like when Isaiah Austin, can't play in the NBA draft, can't play in the NBA, has a heart condition. Everyone just blitzes to interview you. Like, how do you feel about that? And like, how would you change the way sports are covered?
I don't know. I think they're just trying to cover too much, especially now, because it's just all they have is baseball. And so during this time, this is when they just start
slow time for
stretching for stories. Like, they're covering anything they can right now. And I just think, I don't know, like, I don't really want to see a kid crying on camera. Like, yeah, I get it, he's sad, but it's like, don't stick a camera in a kid's face and ask him questions that are going to make him cry just because it's going to bring in viewers. Like, oh, this kid's sad. Like, let's check it out.
So, like, in that same vein, I mean, we're going to skip ahead a bit, but, like, we always talk about Johnny Football. Yeah. Like, you're friends with Johnny Football. Like, he's kind of the prototypical first, like, social media athlete.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're hearing every single day about his life on Sportscenter. Do you think that's fair?
No. I think they should leave the kid alone. Make one of those videos. Like,
leave Brittany alone.
Leave Johnny alone. No, I mean, I just think, like, obviously he should probably post less pictures on social media of himself partying. But at the same time, it's like, let what he's doing on the field speak for itself and don't be so concerned about it.
But that kind of goes to, like, I feel like in, like, our society, we want our athletes to care about nothing but sports. You know what I mean? Where it's like they have to have sports and go home and work on sports and then wake up and play.
Do you think we care more as fans about sports than the actual players do?
I would hope not. I mean, like, I hope we don't care more about sports, but sometimes I feel like maybe we do. Like, there's definitely some players I think that, you know, just kind of are great athletes and are professional athletes, but don't really care that much. They get paid, and in the meantime, they party. I'm not saying that goes for Johnny. I think he's a very hard-working player, but I'm saying, like, you see, like, NBA athletes that you just, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like they're fully there.
Doesn't that piss you off when you see those guys who are so talented and throw it away? Like, I was given no athletic gifts.
Yeah, but it pisses off. It pisses off because we all wish we were athletes.
Absolutely. Like, I wish that I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, guys like, I mean, I don't follow football that closely, but I know the name Aldon Smith because he's on ESPN every day for doing some other dumb shit.
Bomb threat at LAX. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. You can't make bomb threats at LAX.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
that should be on Sportscenter, though. That's different.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll give him that. But it's like, dude, you're a professional football player. You're really good, apparently, right? He's like an all-star.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, so stop doing dumb shit. Like, get it together. Like,
the thing that I don't understand is athletes getting DUIs. Like, any one of these teams will call you a goddamn Uber. Like, if you call
or you can just call yourself a goddamn Uber. Like, you just press the button on the app and you're done.
It's pretty easy.
It's wild to me that these guys just keep throwing everything away.
But then, like, that's part of what gets me, like, you think it's the public pressure. And, you know, you are not an athlete, but you're, at this point, like a public figure, easily. So you look at Josh Gordon from the Browns. I don't know if you know the Browns wide receiver, like, really talented guy.
Just got
like his 95th DUI.
Yeah.
And I feel like how much of it at that point is becoming self-destructive? Like, do you feel like you're more prone to make mistakes when you're in the public eye, or not really?
No. I think I'm probably less prone to make mistakes.
Some super serious
answer. It's not like you feel pressure from, like, being under scrutiny and you're like, oh, I need to fuck something up. It's just kind of like, maybe I should.
Is it just that people notice
dumb
it?
Stuff in the public eye. Yeah, if people are noticing things, it's just, I'm just not going to do as much dumb things. I'm going to try to not be photographed.
Do you consciously think of that? Do you are you thinking ever when you go out I should?
I mean, I'm not a public figure like that. If I go out, I could get drunk and no one's going to be taking pictures of me like Jimmy Tatro was
throwing his life away.
Yeah, no one cares if I'm getting drunk.
But then at the same time, how do you explain someone like Johnny Manziel, who, at this point, he knows people are going to be really critical of his Instagram and Twitter, and yet every week it's like something worse?
And I don't know, man. I mean, I would just say chill out on the Instagram pics.
Yeah.
You can hang out with the rappers and stuff, but just don't tell everyone,
Yeah, so you've gotten to you grew up wanting to be an athlete.
I did.
So did I.
Tell us.
We're doing this right now?
Yeah, no, I want to know, when was the time that you knew that you weren't going to make it? We all have that moment. Like me, it was probably a lot earlier than you. When did you know?
So this is the moment where you're sticking the camera in my face and you're going to make me cry. It was, see, for me, it came way later than it should have. Oh my God. It came way later than it should have. I honestly didn't think, the moment I realized I wasn't going to the NBA wasn't until about sophomore year, to be honest.
That's way too late.
Look back on it, you're like, that's ridiculous. But I was driven to succeed in basketball.
So at this point in your life, you still thought the NBA was a possibility?
Well, actually, this was junior year, so this is when I kind of was like, okay, maybe.
And that's why you're loosening up in the photos.
Yeah, I'm loosening up.
The scouts aren't watching.
Some Backstreet Boys poses. Yeah.
That's how you intimidate another team.
Yeah. We had intimidation tactics, like throw the ball in layup lines. You throw it off the glass, like you're gonna go up and bang it, and then you're just like, my leg. But everyone thinks
he could.
He could have dunked that.
He could.
He could have dunked it, but he just didn't because he probably pulled something at the intimidation tactics.
So what was the moment? What was the day that you realized you weren't gonna make it? Was it like finding out Santa isn't real?
It was more of a slow kind of realization process, because there were still moments when I'd do things that were awesome, and then I'd be like, wait, people are doing way crazier stuff. Started realizing I'm 5'10", I'm a white guy. There's people who are way better than me, and it took a while to admit that. It took a while to admit that people are better than you at a sport. Because when you're younger, you think you're the best, and you won't admit that anyone's even remotely
I feel
good.
like even still, whenever I'm playing a pickup game at the park and I'm just killing people, I'm like, oh, I'm nice. You know what I mean? I'm nice. Next time I play with Jimmy and Mike, I'm going to be a lot better because my confidence is up now. And then I just play with a little better players. I'm like, oh, I suck.
Yeah.
Jack goes and plays 7th graders. It's a great confidence boost. That's how he gets ready for the show. I've always had that
dream. I have such a baby face anyway of going, shaving and rolling in 7th grade for a day and just putting up 50 in the game and having scouts be like, this kid could be big.
I actually
he's 5'9" in 7th grade. He's gonna be 6'4".
I'll have a dream once a month of going back to being a freshman in high school and getting to play sports as a 25-year-old. I kind of want that.
So aside from our sad dreams that we just think about clearly more than once a week, your moment where you realized the league was not happening for you.
It might have been, I was at this double pump basketball camp. It's a pretty good basketball camp, a lot of great players there. And I made the all-star team. I'm pumped. It was only 20 kids out of this huge camp made the junior all-star team. That dude, DeAndre Daniels.
Oh, he's nice. Got drafted.
Swatted the shit out of me in that game.
Oh, that's
Sent me. That wasn't the moment. The moment was when I airballed 2 threes back to back. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this isn't.
And as 5'10" white guy, that's kind of what you got. That's your thing.
That was all I did.
You're fucked.
I was a 3-point bomber, and I just airballed 2 in this all-star game. It was like a complete perimeter of scouts around the court. And I was just like, oh, no, I blew it. But that actually got me some interest from Yale.
This guy's not that good.
This guy's not getting recruited fiercely. We've got a chance.
Yeah, and Yale started sending me letters, and I'm thinking, oh, I can go ball at Yale, go in Ivy League. They came to watch me play. My coach didn't play me. Stopped sending me letters. Basketball career slowly declined.
Yeah.
But you were on Sportscenter, which is the dream of every young athlete.
Not in the way that I would have liked.
So let's hear the Sportscenter story.
I don't know. I just started getting tweets one day. Yo, you're on Sportscenter, and then I saw the picture.
Are you like secretly deep down inside hoping like, with my high school tape? Like,
yeah. Did they find like a video of me shooting threes? The coach is interested? No, but it was just me partying.
It wasn't just you partying. It was I feel like for a good 2 weeks when SportsCenter this time of year had nothing to cover.
Yeah.
Off season for football, was covering Johnny football and going out for the 60 millionth time.
Yeah.
That was the go-to photo.
It was. They would always show that photo. And every time I'd get tweets, just saw you on SportsCenter, I'd text Manziel, I'd be like, dude, what'd you do now? Come on, man.
What's funny though is it's like
every one of those times, like, this could be the time they show the clip of me shooting jumpers.
Johnny football throwing his life away. Hey Jimmy, you're on SportsCenter. Like, that's the association of making it. What is it like though? Like you got to play an athlete in this movie. Like what was it like in 22?
That's the name of the movie.
I forgot.
I've heard of it.
I was thinking it was Rescuers, the new Pixar movie, but.
That was a terrible joke. So 22 Jump Street. You played a football player.
It was fun. Like? It was fun. I got to suit up, got an arm sleeve, gave me some. I had some swag gear. You know, I was pretty pumped on the gear. I was like getting all ready in my trailer, like, nice, this is cool. But I was on defense, so I didn't really get to do too many plays.
But in the movie, you lay someone out.
You definitely laid somebody out.
I get lit. Oh, yeah. Yes, I do.
Was that you hitting someone, or did you have to get a double?
No. That was actually me hitting someone.
How many takes was that?
We did like 4 or 5. And what's funny is I'm the guy that lays this dude out, and he's a stunt man. It was set up for me to just nail him. But I was still so out of the football game at this point. I'm like seeing stars afterwards, like, whoa, I just hit that guy really hard. And I'm the one that's like, whoa.
Gonna need many guys.
He's the guy's coming up to me like, hey, you good, man? I'm like, yeah, I should be asking you that, but.
Did they bring out like a football coach to coach you through this stuff?
Yeah, no, they had a football coach that was running plays, and they had actual, athletes like that were football players in college. So they had like these massive football players, and it looked legit because
definitely.
They were actually
did you get to keep the jersey?
I did. That was
nice.
The one thing I wanted, and I was hitting up the producers like, yo, all I want is that jersey. And I finally got it like a week ago. I'm pretty pumped about it.
It's nice they took them that long. Tens of millions of dollars on the budget. They might need to reuse that football jersey.
So is that would it be like your dream role to like play an athlete where it's like?
Yes, 100%. That's the only reason I became an actor, Jack. Because I didn't make it to the NBA, and the next closest thing is to star in a basketball movie.
But if you maybe get in this celebrity game of the NBA All-Star break, that'd probably be pretty sick.
That's another one of my dreams.
That'd
I'm in the E-League right now, so that's,
So can you talk about the E-League? Is that like
E-League.
a secret type thing, or?
It's not really secretive. I mean, I only got to play in 2 games this year because I broke my thumb like not halfway through.
I was worried you were going to say airballed.
No, I was balling. I was balling in the E-League. I made the All-Star team, only played in 2 games. Get at me, but
sounds like a really competitive league.
It was, man. There's some good players in that.
So who comes out to this? How do you get invited to this league?
Well, my buddy's dad has been in this league for a while now, and so I just hit him up.
It's usually a good start of a competitive league that it's your buddy's dad.
Yeah.
Playing with 50-year-olds.
Well, he's like the veteran in the league, so they all know him. The guy, he's been in the league for years, back when it was the NBA E-League. And so I just came in, young buck, rookie, and so we were on the same team, and I don't know, he hit up the commissioner and was like, hey, I got this guy, he's, got some followers and stuff.
So you have to be of a certain status to get into the league.
I mean, you have to be somewhat famous, I guess, but there's some people in there that you've never, like there's a lot of writers and producers and stuff like that.
So I just got to write and produce some things and I can get in the E-League. I don't have to.
That's it.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Who's throwing bows? Who is playing it a little too hard?
Who's going hard? I'm not saying he's going too hard, but Terrell Owens balls out in that league.
Terrell Owens shouldn't be playing with these.
I know, it's not really fair.
I see Terrell Owens at the gym, and it's like, you're not my species.
Yeah,
like,
no, he's
look at me,
much
look at
bigger
that.
than everyone else on the floor. But we beat his team. Went up to him after the game, tried to say good game. He was pretty pissed. He was like, Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, how much do you see then that actors want to be athletes? Do the athletes want to be actors?
Yeah.
Is it like a key? Thanks, Jimmy. Insightful answers from Jimmy Tatro.
No, I mean, I think I definitely see that. I see, because I mean, a lot of actors wanted to be athletes. Everyone wants to be an athlete when they're younger. My mindset used to be, you know, if I can't be in NBA, I'll probably just have to go to the NFL. And if I can't make it to the NFL, I'll probably just be a professional skateboarder.
My big compromise, to the point like I told my mom this, I'm like, Mom, you know, NBA might be tough for me, but I can play like the Canadian basketball league or like the ABA. Like I'll just go one step lower.
Greece, like,
No, not even that good at Mike's house games.
I remember a legitimate concern I had freshman year. I said this to my mom. She looked at me like I was crazy. Looking back on it, I understand. I was like, Mom, I just can't decide, you know, if I want to go to the NBA or the NFL, or if I want to play professional soccer. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if I should focus on one in high school. She's like, Jimmy, I say just go for all of them right now and see whatever works out.
Give me the first 3 professional
How badly was she holding back?
I was worried I wouldn't have time to play all 3 sports professionally.
The thing is, like, as much as, like, you know...
And you know you had that fantasy of, like, on Sportscenter, like, Jimmy finishes up NBA All-Star game, flies to World Cup, scores winning goal. Like, Deion Sanders was pulling off 2. Yeah. Jimmy Tatro was going to pull off 3.
I was going for 3, man.
And the thing is, like, I just know, like, so all my sports dreams died in, like, the 3rd grade. My kid I'm going to be that, like, soccer dad. Because, like, your kid, that's how you live it through.
The move is to pick an obscure sport and get him playing young. Like, imagine if you had your kid. Yeah, bobsled.
Who's doing bobsleds?
Racquetball.
Jumping Jack Davis Jr. is going to be the #1 bobsledder. I swear to God. I just want my kid to be a professional athlete.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun.
Question is, where does one go to practice bobsledding? Like, oh, I really want to bobsled. Thank God there's this huge water slide ice path near my house.
I mean, I think you got to move to a pretty whack city. Like, you got to move to like Salt Lake City.
I feel like it's got to be Canada. I feel like America's probably out.
Sorry, all the Salt Lake City viewers out there.
Cityans.
That's the move, though, is you got to pick the obscure sport because that's your only chance.
So speaking of, I guess, great sports moments, what's your best sports moment?
My best sports moment is also my worst sports moment. It came going into senior year of high school, playing basketball. It was the best game I've ever played in my life. I was nearing 40 points at this point. Like, I was just killing it this game. We're down by 1. There's like 10 seconds left. Get the ball, baseline, pull up, hit the shot. I'm like holding my follow through, like swagging on it, like just hit the game-winning shot, like nodding at them, like what's good, you know? They inbound the ball real quick, dribble up, yeah! And I'm just like,
shit.
I hope it wasn't the guy you were supposed to guard. That would have been really tough.
I don't know if it was the guy I was supposed to guard, but we definitely didn't get back on defense because we thought we won the game. It was terrible. I was like, oh my God, this would have been the best moment ever. And I just ruined it.
But for half a second, you had that feeling.
For half a second, I hit the game-winning shot, and I was the man.
The cheerleader was about to go ask you out. It was all, you saw it all flash before you. #1 draft pick in the NBA.
Dude, and literally, they inbounded it. The kid just drove up the court in like 5 seconds, just and everyone was just like, oh. And
home game or road game? Nuts. Home game or road game?
It was a road game for both. It was a tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as bad as the crowd going crazy.
The home crowd. Yeah, it would have been way worse.
That's why I got to focus on the next moment. For me, like I've always said, like I would pay $1 million to play one-on-one with Bieber because I hate Bieber and feel like I could beat him. But you could be in a situation. I don't know how you feel about Bieber, but you could be in a situation where you play Bieber or play in a celebrity game.
My goal for being in the NBA All-Star game or the Celebrity All-Star game one day, hopefully, fingers crossed, is to dunk on Bieber. I was actually thinking it'd be so funny.
I want to see you call. Do you want to call out Bieber? Do you want to challenge Bieber? Do you want to take this forum right now to challenge Justin Bieber?
If I worked so hard trying to train myself to dunk, you know, finally I'm dunking. I get to the All-Star game, ready to dunk on Bieber. First play of the game, he just dunks on me.
I don't think Bieber has dunking ability.
No, I know, but how funny would that be?
That he's really secretly been training too. He's a big fan of YouTube. He's been saying, this Jimmy guy, boom! I want Jimmy.
My life's just crushed.
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty bad because there'd be 15-year-old girls who that would be their crowning moment.
I'd be the kid who got dunked on by Bieber.
You might make Sportscenter again.
So I know you're a big sports fan. Let's just talk about Lakers real quick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's tough. Right now, as we tape this, it's Wednesday. No word on Carmelo. No word on LeBron. How do you feel about the Lakers' future? You think we're going to sign any of these free agents? Or maybe we can get no one and the Lakers can sign you. Is that an option you've also thought about?
I mean, they could definitely use my three-point stroke. I don't think that they haven't shown any interest. But I'm open to it, you know, if I get a call from Cup Chat.
You gotta weigh your options out.
Yeah,
you gotta weigh your options.
But, you know, I could be interested if it's something that
we might have to ship out Steve Blake and Steve Nash.
Yeah.
A lot of the 5'10" guy going on
I don't know what kind
right
of
now.
trade they'd do, but no, I don't know, man. I'm pretty nervous about the Lakers right now. I'm just hoping Kobe can stay healthy and win that sixth championship, retire on top.
Do you think that's going to happen? I mean, do you think there's a lot of talk of Melo coming out here, and obviously the Lakers have an awesome sell. They've got the sell of, you know, no long-term commitments, the sell of Los Angeles. There's a lot of things. Do you see him signing one of these guys?
I'd be down to have Melo. I don't know if he wants to come here. The thing that worries me about Melo is that he doesn't win. He's not really a winner. I mean, he's a great player, but he never really wins, never really makes a far playoff run. So if we get Melo, we need to also have a point guard or...
How do you run an offense with Carmelo Anthony and Kobe Bryant?
I don't know.
Like, is there a way to actually do that?
Kobe Bryant could step into more of a...
Kobe could be the point guard.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
But Kobe could run point.
Even if we get Melo, at that point, it's Kobe, who's old and coming off an injury, Melo, who's already in his 30s, old Powell, old Nash.
I think Powell's gone.
No, I feel like if we get Melo, Powell comes back. And if we don't get Melo, Powell probably leaves. And at what point, what do we do then? Like, if you're the Lakers GM.
I mean, it seems like the Lakers are just playing year to year. Like, betting, like, hey, we're the Lakers. Somebody eventually is going to be.
Well, I think until Kobe leaves, they're not going to really focus on, you know, bringing a new superstar and signing him to a long-term deal. But see, what would be cool is if Kobe retired and we had Melo. It's just like Laker fans need that.
The Lakers have never not had a star. Think of last year.
I've had Kobe my whole life. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'm going to cry when Kobe retires. It's going to be an emotional moment for me.
Yeah.
And when I think of my childhood, Kobe supplied pretty much all the happiness.
Jack had a terrible childhood.
Yeah. No, you don't understand, Bobby. We're from Los Angeles. Kobe Bryant is a god. People don't get it.
Like, I remember young Kobe with the afro, and to think about the fact that now he could be on he's in his last 2 years. And I'm also, as I'm a fan, I'm scared that Kobe's going to come back and suck, and it's going to be like really embarrassing.
I don't think he'll come back and suck.
Kobe would never play.
No,
he'd keep playing if he sucks. Like he's going to go out with injury. He's going to just go out on top. So what should you do if you're LeBron James? What would you do?
I don't know, man. I mean, LeBron, I don't think he's got the right attitude about this whole thing. I don't agree with his whole, you know, didn't win the championship one time.
Yeah, 4 straight finals appearances.
Yeah.
4 straight finals appearances.
I don't get it. I mean, you see all these stories, not stories, but, you know, you look back into history when you had the bad boys, and they would make a run every year. They had the same squad, no one was getting traded, and it was there were teams that would work together, get to the finals. If they won, that's great. They'd do it again next year.
I mean,
and
the
then if they lost,
Spurs stuck together.
Yeah, like the Spurs. And look what happened.
Look at how far apart their titles were. 15 years between those Duncan
before
titles.
The Spurs even lost the title last year, they got bounced in the first round the 2 years before that.
Yeah, and they just stayed together as a team, kept working for it. And it's like, I don't know what LeBron is expecting to be a better situation than what he has right now. I mean, he has Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. Like, they've given him everything he needs in Miami, and in the second they don't win a championship. I mean, it's not like the front desk isn't winning a championship. You didn't win the championship. You guys were there You didn't do shit in the finals. You guys sucked in the finals.
The front desk never wins championships.
Do you still want to bet your career, though, on Dwayne Wade and his health and Chris Bosh?
Hey, I mean, when he first got to Miami, what did he say? He's going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
2.
All the way up to 7. He said 8 or more championships.
That seems tough now. Looking at that's like probably like
it's a lot of titles.
Yeah, so good luck on those 8 championships, Bron. But I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with his whole decision-making process right now and the whole, you know, you don't win, leave. It's like, hey kids, this is what LeBron James doing. So if you guys don't like your team, leave, quit, move to another one. It's just not a good example.
I want him to go back to Cleveland.
I was just going to say, going back to Cleveland would be kind of cool.
Want him back?
Of course they want him back.
Do they?
He's the best player of all time.
Oh, guys, sorry.
Important call.
LeBron James is calling
Mitch
Jimmy to say he's
actually
pissed
Mitch
off.
Kupchak.
One second. LeBron. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that at all. Sorry about that, guys. LeBron is just.
But seriously, LeBron, I feel like I want him to go back to Cleveland. First of all, they'd kill for him. Okay, the Cleveland sports scene's been terrible.
Kill
for him or kill him? Like they were burning his jerseys. He's gonna get a mixed response back in Cleveland.
But that's the thing. Like even now, like we're kind of shitting on LeBron. Like if someone said LeBron to the Lakers, I'd cut Kobe right now. I'd let him go forever.
Whoa.
Careful.
This is LeBron. This is the greatest.
Feelings,
this is the greatest basketball player ever.
Whoa.
Cleveland would kill to have LeBron back, and I don't think anyone there would be mad about it.
Okay, if LeBron came to the Lakers, I would renounce all my statements I just said and welcome him with open arms.
And call him back and say, LeBron,
and I would call him back
I've renounced
and
everything.
And LA has a lot more going on than Cleveland.
I think so. I've never been to
Cleveland doesn't
Cleveland.
have a ton going on. Like, I'm pretty sure they'd be stoked to have LeBron back in town.
Well, maybe LeBron's on the phone with his homie Johnny Manziel, and they're like, God, dude, we're going to kill it out here. Come to Cleveland, me, you, Wiggins, Irving.
It'd be great if LeBron goes to Cleveland, your Twitter blows up. Jimmy, you're back on SportsCenter. It's Manziel. That was my bad joke of the show. You know, you had your bad joke of the show. I had my bad joke of the show.
Still trying to understand it.
Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought on that one.
So you just said you think LeBron James is the best basketball player of all time.
Of all time. Hands down.
What do you say to that, Jimmy?
I mean, unfortunately, I might agree in the future. Not right now, but in 3 years, I might agree.
You're taking Bron over MJ.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I think
one game.
One game, I think MJ's team would win, but I think LeBron might win in one-on-one.
One-on-one's tough to judge, though, because we're talking.
One-on-one, I don't think anyone could beat LeBron James.
He's just
6'9",
impossible.
270 pounds. There's no one. He's like his own species right now. There's no one even built like that.
You joked
ever.
about playing like 3 sports, like you didn't know whether it'd be NFL. Like, I feel like LeBron could do that.
Yeah.
I feel like LeBron wanted to be the best player in the NFL, or the best player in soccer, or the best player in baseball.
When I watch the World Cup and I see set pieces and corner kicks, my only thought is, can we just teach LeBron to do headers? And can he be that like reserve in like the 89th minute? Who's gonna beat LeBron James in the air? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So prediction: where do you think LeBron goes?
I honestly, I can't tell. I have no idea. I really don't know. I would say maybe Cleveland, or maybe he'll stay in Miami.
What do you think, Jack?
I think he actually goes back to Cleveland, and that's what I want to happen.
I would like to see him go back to Cleveland, but I think when said and done, he's going to end up back on the Heat. He's going to realize that he's going to catch too much heat if he just dips teams every.
That was a great pun. That was an A+ pun. So we got time for about one more question. Anything we want to ask?
Yeah, Jimmy, what do you have going on? Tell us about you.
Well, right now I'm doing a bunch of stand-up dates. Just getting ready for my tour in the fall. Doing a stand-up tour in the fall. We're working on a movie right now with my writing partner Christian, the guy that you saw on the background screen for a hot minute, and it's me, him, and the guy who created Blue Mountain State. We're developing a movie idea together right now. Hoping to get that done soon. The writing process, at least. I'm not saying I'm hoping to finish filming a movie in the next couple weeks, but yeah, we're just trying to get the ball rolling on that, and keep doing bigger things, moving on to the next steps.
Awesome.
Like the NBA. That's like the next step.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jimmy, thank you so much for coming on. Had a lot of fun. Really appreciate it. And everyone, make sure to follow Jimmy on Twitter. Check out his YouTube channel, Life According to Jimmy. This has been another episode of The Zone. I'm Jack Davis. We'll be back next week.